Nice job, Captain.
Excellent work.
Cobia Whisperer.
The Cobia Whisperer.
Watch those barbs.
The Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
Hey, tomorrow, bring me a little something I'm gonna put on that load while we're coming out. I'm gonna catch me a little bass or something.
That'll work. You can go catch Junior.
Where's he at? A fat one?
Yeah, Junior's loose. Junior's probably been caught 200 times.
How big is Junior?
Nah, Junior's a little 1 pound bass. He's so stupid. In the Rosio spoonbills like that, you see the back half is turning pink from all the iodine.
From the shrimp.
Just feeding on shrimp.
Yeah.
Just gorging themselves right now.
It works from the back forward or what? Forward back? He's
these they are.
He's a better shrimper right there. That other guy, he needs to get on it.
Well, you see right here, you end up with both fresh and salt water, brackish marsh right now with the river being low. But with the storms, like you see the osprey on the top of that.
Yeah. Is that a cypress or what?
That's a cypress tree right there. The cypress trees down here took a pretty bad lick with Katrina.
Yeah.
And the rest of the storms with the storm surge pushing all that salt water in here. The cypress trees really don't do well in the salt water. The willow trees that you'll see, green and vibrant, they can handle the salt water a lot better than the cypress trees.
But at some point, it was all fresh water because that cypress tree is 30 years old.
Yes, sir.
So sometime there was a 30-year span where salt water never came in here.
And that's when we had the marsh further down acts as a real good barrier against a storm surge. Okay. But as the coastline keeps receding from erosion, it keeps letting salt water further and further in, and the cypress trees are taking the brunt of it. Now the rosewood cane that you see, the other vegetation around here, they can handle the salt water. Right. They can handle straight, 100% pure salt water, doesn't really affect them. And then every spring, when snow melt up north, all this water, everything you're looking at becomes real, real, real fresh, pushes everything out. And with all that water coming down, you get a whole lot of sediment, gets deposited through all these little cracks out in the big bays. Like in there, that's all new land that you're looking at. That's built up with this record high river we had.
Yeah.
That's from 1 year, the big old mud flat right there.
So, and the vegetation on top of it is that fast. 12 inches tall, its roots are holding it there, it's not going to go anywhere.
That's what holds all of ours together, all of our marsh. Yeah. We don't have real sand and hard bottom. You run aground, you can get your way out of it, but if you tried walking on that, you will sink clean up to your armpits.
So as you're losing the land out on the outside, you're building, so there's a positive to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keeping our estuary, all the little bays and pockets that you're looking at, that's the breeding ground for your shrimp, for your pogies, your croaker, your redfish. This is the backbone of the whole ecosystem down here is our marshes.
Now, if you buy a chart and you put in your GPS, and how often does that stuff need to be up to date? I mean, is it changing?
It changes
yearly
every spring.
Yeah, and so this green here would be what once was?
What once was all dry land, full of rosewood cane.
And now
that's only 4 years old.
And that's what's changed in 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Because now we're looking where we are, right? You got land to the right, land to the left of this channel. But you look out there, and it's not there. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Yeah. I didn't realize it changed that rapid. I was thinking over a 35-year span.
No, sir.
We're talking about a 4-year span.
Yes, sir.
Wow, so that Katrina took a lot of that?
Took a big chunk.
Yeah.
Took a real big chunk. It was almost after Katrina, you didn't recognize anything.
Yeah.
There was...
Where am I?
It was wild.
All right, man, let's go do it.
Let's go do it. There you go. There he is.
We didn't bounce bounce very hard.
Double coves.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. YETI, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Simrad, brought to you by the new Simrad NSS Sport touchscreen display, and by Costa Sunglasses and Tailwalker Charters.
How many of these cat are strewn around here?
A bunch. I'd be lying to you. I know there's 3,800 oil wells off the coast of Louisiana.
And how deep's the water here?
We're in 30 feet of water. The fish are going to be suspended. So, let it sink down, work all different depths of the water column.
All right. And the fish going to be cobias? Anything else?
This is going to be cobias. Actually, we've caught some really big triple tail.
This water's kind of green right now, but it's just a layer.
It's a layer on the surface, and there'll be another dirty layer at the bottom.
And the in between is just like...
It's going to be beautiful, clear green water.
Wow. Typical day, you're just going to come to half a dozen of these, just mess around a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just going to bounce around.
Obviously we wanted to come here and try out everything they had to offer. And he said they had cobias, and that's one of the fish that you catch in the Keys as a charter boat captain. I catch in the Keys all the time as a charter boat captain. And when he said, hey guys, we could probably spend a day out here looking at some of these close rigs, and they'll have some cobias on them. And he was super confident. I mean, we went out there with no bait. None. Zip. There was not a bait in the well, and we managed to catch enough cobia to feed any group of people.
We've hit all sides of this. Different colors, different depths in the water column. Now we're just going to go ahead and bounce to the next one, and then hit the next one, and
let's bounce.
It was very familiar for me. I don't know about you guys. You guys get a lot of stingray, cobia action.
On the bottom, following rays.
Yeah, and see, we don't have that, which is so weird because we're so close to you. Most of our cobias are on structure. And the thing is that, so I was right at home with casting around those rigs, casting around those pilings, looking for the fish, because a big part about cobia fishing people don't understand is it's actually a visual fishery a lot of times. We'd be sitting there jigging the bottom and nothing happening, and then you'd yell, there they are! And I mean, here comes 6 fish right on top, just slowly cruising by, and we'd fire those artificial lures out there and hook up.
There they go. One jig's sinking, and the school splits up and goes down.
There you go. There he is.
We didn't bounce very hard.
Oh, now we got to keep him out of the wreck. All right, there you go.
It might be a rig, but it's not the rig.
Just be ready when he comes up.
Oh!
Got a little size to him?
Yeah! Coming up!
Nice fish.
Coming
nice
up.
Fish, dude.
Has he got anybody with him?
Way to go, Kev! Thought we were going to bounce from rig to rig. Oh, he found his buddy.
Oh!
Nice fish, dude. Look, another one right here.
Oh,
look,
the whole
look.
pack is here.
Oh, there's a good one there.
Oh, you're not hooked on?
No, yeah, I got this one. There's another good one right there, buddy.
Which
right
one do you
my
have?
Fish. Big one.
You got the big one underneath.
No, I got the one on top. Ah! Here he comes around.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Ooh, a jumper.
That's crazy. Oh, you're going to get one of the surface?
There you go, there you go.
Oh, look at that stud. One thing about a cobia, got to go right in the box.
Double coves.
Totally ready to cast
You know what?
again.
They're thick, too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
They're not just saying the
starting to get really
size, but
round.
they're heavy. Yeah, they're round, man. They've been hanging out a little bit.
You ready to try and get this one on in?
Yep.
Man, that's a good fish.
It's a good one,
Heavy.
buddy. Mine really like my jig because it's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, wow.
All right, Captain, here he comes, buddy.
Here he comes.
That is a fat
They are
cobia
fat,
there.
man.
Yes,
they
it
are,
is.
Yours is even bigger.
No.
That's. You kidding me?
He's a jumpy.
Get him, Kevin, get him.
There we go. Can't get any kind of.
right, Captain.
There we go.
Thank you, buddy.
Flying fish!
Third time's a charm.
That's awesome.
Oh, the carnage!
Wow. There you go.
Good job.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury, Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here, and by King Sailfish Mounts and Spear One.
For years, we've been using Seaguar fluorocarbon here on our charter boats down in the Florida Keys. You know, I tend to not even go fishing without it. This stuff is on the boat all the time. These guys are the leader in fluorocarbon, and I believe they're the inventor of fluorocarbon. It's extremely abrasion resistant, which means that, you know, you can take it down to a very, very small diameter and get a lot more bites. You know, the knot strength is unsurpassed. You know, the stuff is so strong that we're getting away with catching sailfish on 25-pound test leaders, which before you had to use at least 50-pound tests, 40-pound tests, and that equates to a lot more bites. They've been around for 40 years, and the great thing going is to celebrate this 40th year anniversary, they've come out with a couple new products. One is the Senshi monofilament, which is extremely low-stretch monofilament line, and the other one is this Kanzen braid. Now, this Kanzen braid, what it is it's an extremely small diameter braided line with really, really good knot strength. This small diameter, what this allows you to do is it allows you to fish a smaller sinker, a smaller swivel, a smaller hook, and get down to deeper depths in the current or what have you. What that allows you to do is you'll have a less of a presence when you're dropping down to the bottom. So let's say, you know, you're fishing on 150 foot, fishing the bottom, and you're dropping these giant 8-ounce sinkers, these big swivels, you know, these big leaders. The fish are going to know you're there. You know, you're not going to get as many bites. Was where you take this smaller diameter braided line and this smaller diameter fluorocarbon leader with a smaller sinker and a smaller swivel, you can get down to those depths a lot quicker and still catch a lot more fish. The fluorocarbon is a given. You got to have it. These guys invented it. They're the ones who make it. Everybody in the industry is trying to achieve what they have. Seaguar had my confidence with the fluorocarbon leader. These guys have been doing it forever. Now my whole rig is complete with Seaguar, all the way down from the spool to the hook. No matter if it's your fluorocarbon leader, your braid, or your monofilament, you're totally covered with Seaguar. Now that buzzard means there's nobody on it?
It's an unmanned platform.
Really? So when there's somebody here, they shut it off?
Somebody's here, they shut it down.
So will you climb up there and shut her down for us, or what?
Negative on that one. Smooth.
Rainmaker, I hope. Here they come, right on top.
Yep.
Here they come.
Look at them.
Big boys.
Big ones.
Oh, he's gulping. Come on, gimme. Nice cast, they're all over you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. They like that flashaboo. Woo! Did you get them? All right, here they are. They're swimming with me.
Look over here.
Oh, I got a stud.
The flashaboo.
They were spooky though, bro. You see that?
When we were all swimming on his top, one in the middle was sticking his mouth out and gulping.
Yeah. I think there was about 6 of them there.
You pitched a perfect cast, and 3 of them just went right down on you.
That flash just drove them crazy.
Keep changing colors.
All right,
About Cap, Steve, ready to let him go?
I'm gonna try. Bring him over here.
All right, I think he's ready for it.
I've never really seen a cobia ready to be grabbed.
No.
Kevin's sitting back ready to enjoy this whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Because it's not an easy thing.
No.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's a good fish. I mean,
don't
he's a
mind if
keeper.
you let him go. We've got plenty.
Yeah.
We've got plenty. But let's look at that wound if we can.
Looks like a shark bite with a round edge.
Yeah, it's rounded, no doubt. Yep.
Can you grab that gill?
Look
Nice
at
job,
that.
Captain.
Excellent work.
Cobia whisperer.
The cobia whisperer.
Watch those barbs. Got the grip.
There he is.
Nice fish.
What a beautiful, beautiful fish.
That is a nice fish.
I'm gonna do that again.
Well, he's got some nice teeth marks
Yeah,
in
you
him.
can see that. Comes all the way around.
Yeah.
It's a decent sized little shark right there.
He's good size, too, you know. He's high 20s, I think.
Attaboy.
He's high 20s.
Well,
All right, man, that's awesome, Kevin.
That is
we got
phenomenal.
all we
fish.
can eat. Look at that big old rudder there. Oh, yeah.
Good
Nice
job.
prop on him.
He's gonna go right back to the rig and get with his buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! There he goes. Oh, come on back. Oh, there he goes.
You know what
That
I
was an
mean?
about face.
Yes, it was.
That's like a glider stalling right there. Whoa! Awesome, man. Want to be on our show? Well, check us out on Facebook and find out how you can win an opportunity to come fishing with Scott and I on Into the Blue.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Cigar, always the best fishing line. Okuma Fishing Tackle, there's no stopping Okuma. Marine Formula Stable, for everyday optimal performance and protection. And by Ameritrail Boat Trailers. And Under Armour.
What is it about South Louisiana that makes it important to the United States? And I guess first and not foremost, but important, it must be remembered that these wetlands on an environmental basis are truly internationally important area of the ecosystem and the environment. The Mississippi River is the third largest watershed in the world. And it covers approximately 41% of the United States and parts of 2 Canadian provinces, stretching from New York State in the east to Utah in the west. And all of that water and all of the sediment flows down through the various tributaries into the Mississippi River, ultimately down, crossing in front of New Orleans and down into the Gulf of Mexico. Historically, what happened is that South Louisiana as we know it, and now the Mississippi Delta, which is an area from about New Orleans and down further, was created by virtue of the fact of the Mississippi River overflowing. The Mississippi River would distribute fresh water and sediment and mud and clay, and it would build up a base of land and very shallow bays and streams. And from that, a massive ecosystem composed of freshwater swamp and saltwater marsh and forest, swamp forest. The very existence of that ecosystem is what has protected those who have lived in this part of the world for years, because it acted just like land would as major hurricanes would cross. The ecosystem is what has protected the individuals who have lived, whether they be Indians or those that live there now, from the impacts of hurricanes and storms. We live on little linear lines of property that exist on the other side of the former paths of the Mississippi River. And in between that, there are these long swamps that really go very deep into the southern part of the state.
Here he is, buddy.
Beautiful fish.
Get that tail first, Walker.
Look at that.
All right.
Skills.
We started letting them go. We had plenty of fish. And then Kevin said, hey, you guys, I do a lot of tagging of these.
He was kind of tentative at first because we were having so much fun. He said, but then we started really letting them go. He's like, we're going to keep letting them go. So, I can tag these things. And
yeah.
That was a great idea because, that fish is going from Virginia Beach to Bay Bridge Tunnel. That's kind of its northern range, all the way through Carolina, South Carolina, both sides of the Keys, both sides of Florida, including the Keys, and then Pensacola, Alabama, Mississippi, and here, and probably Texas. I mean, maybe one day we'll catch them there, but
Well, it'd be
where's that
interesting.
thing going to end up?
Yeah,
one day?
and that's
we let
what-
a 30-pounder go healthy and tagged, and where's he going to? I can't wait to find that information
Yeah,
out.
that's cool stuff. I always enjoy tagging fish, you know, whether it be sailfish or cobia or anything. You know, they got bonefish
There we go.
tagging programs going on and permit. It's cool to actually see where they go and what they do and how much they grow.
Pounds?
So
Yes,
it's a quick
sir.
process. You don't have to do a whole lot.
No, it's very minimal effort. The hardest thing is,
Get him on board live.
yes, sir.
Because they like to wrestle.
Oh, kind of like that.
Yep. And
There
he
we
goes.
go. Now maybe we can learn a little bit extra about the fish.
Yeah. How far they
Migration?
travel, how big
Yes,
they
sir.
grow.
Good work. Good work on the fish.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good work
You
on the,
totally
on, the,
bogarted me on that cast.
on the land.
Good job, buddy.
Well, thanks for bringing the tags. That's a nice little touch.
So what do we got to fill out on
that?
that thing?
Well, we've got the card right here. It's got all the information. You see the way the tags work, they each have a serial number on it. And you got the card with it, and the tag also has it with an address as well as a phone number. You can call if you recapture the fish. You know, you call it in where you caught it, the size, the date,